Ladies and gentlemen, in this video, I am going to show you how to use integration to find the area when you have a polynomial function. Now, the polynomial function we're going to use here is f at x is equals to x squared plus 2x. So, before we find the area, we need to determine the intercepts of this function, we need to determine the turning point of this function, and we need to draw the graph of this, or sketch the graph of this function. So we're going to be doing that now. First of all, we need to find the x-intercept. Your x-intercept, remember, your x-intercept is where your y is equals to 0. So we're going to say 0 is equals to x squared plus 2x. Now here, you're going to take out x as a common factor. You're going to be left with x plus 2 close bracket. Now, we are going to solve for x now. Here we're going to have x is equals to 0, or your x is equals to negative 2. Yeah, this leads to this x being your negative 2. So your intercepts, now you already found them. What is the turning point? Now we're going to find the x value of the turning point. The x value of the turning point is going to be, we're going to find it by negative b divided by 2a. So now your x is equals to negative. The b is the coefficient of x. So you're going to have 2 divided by 2. Your a is the coefficient of x squared, which is 1. This is going to give us negative 2 all over 2. X is going to give us negative 1. Negative 1. Now we're going to use this x value of the turning point to determine the y value of the turning point. Now the y value of the turning point, we're simply going to take this x value of the turning point and substitute it on the equation of our function. So you're going to have your y is equals to negative 1 squared plus 2 negative 1. This is simply going to be 1 plus negative 2. Negative 2, which is going to give us negative 1. So your turning point, the coordinates of the turning point is your negative 1 and your negative 1 and negative 1. So we have all these characteristics of our graph now. Let us sketch it. Sketching the graph. Now let's say here we have your negative 2, then here it's going to be a 0 obviously, and then let's say you have your turning point being 1:1, say here is going to be 1, negative 1, say here is negative 1, and here is negative 2. So now, the turning point, negative 1 is to negative 1. Here's the turning point. Now this graph is going to touch here, go up like this, and touch here, go up like this. So now, we are going to use integration. We are going to use integration to determine the area here. How can we do that? Now, we are going to use integration. A is equals to the integration of the original function. I mean, the function is x squared plus 2x dx. Now, what is the initial and the initial and the final position? So the initial is this one and the final is this one. So we're going to set that as our limit. Now our initial is negative 2, our initial is negative 2, and our final is 0. So we're going to start working from this. Now, finding the integration. Remember, the integration is the reverse of the what? Of the power rule in deriving your functions. So area is going to be equals to, you open your bracket like this, and then here you're going to have you're going to add 1 to the exponent of your variable. Remember, in the power rule, you subtract 1 from the exponent of your variable. So here we're going to add 1. So it's going to be x to the exponent, 2 plus 1 is going to give us 3. You take this 3 and divide the coefficient of x squared with the result that you found here on top. So it's going to be how much? 1 all over 3. Then plus here, you're going to have 2 x. On top, we're going to have we're going to add the exponent of your variable with 1. Then you're going to have your 1 plus 1. We have here an exponent of 1. So when you add 1 to this, we're going to get 2. Then you divide this by 2. And then you're going to add our c. So this is our integral of this function. So this is the integration. And then we are going to say this is negative. The reason why we're saying this is negative here is because the area here, look at where the area is. The area is where our graph is negative. Where our graph is negative. So now we're going to say it's negative. Then here we're going to insert our limit. Our initial being -2 and our final being 0. I hope we are still together. Now, continuing, we're going to have a is equals to negative, open bracket, 1 all over 3. And then here, we're going to insert our final. Our final being 0, we insert it here. So it's going to be 0 cubed plus 2 over 2 is 1. So it's going to be x, our x, we inserting our final being 0 squared plus c, close bracket, minus, you open bracket. Then we're going to do the same, but substitute now the initial, because here we substituted the final. So now we're going to have what? You're going to have 1 all over 3. Here we're going to have -2, close bracket. Then you're going to have 3, and then you're going to have positive. Inside the brackets, you're going to have -2, and then you're going to have this squared. You're going to have squared, and then plus c, you close your bracket, you close the big bracket. Remember, we have the negative sign that's going to affect everything inside these brackets. Sharp. So now, we are continuing. We are going to have now our area is equals to negative. Inside the big bracket, we're going to have 0. 0 cubed is 0, and 0 multiplied by this function is going to give you 0, plus 0 squared is going to give you 0, so you're going to have 0 plus c, close bracket, minus this side. You're going to have -2 cubed. -2 cubed is going to give you -8. So you're going to have -8 divided by 3. And then plus 2 squared, -2 squared is going to give us +4 plus c, and then we close our bracket and close the big bracket. Now your area is going to be, open the big bracket. Here you're going to have your c minus, here you can divide this by 1, take this, multiply by this, and then you're going to have, remember we are here. So open bracket, this multiplied by this is -8, and this multiplied by this is positive 4 multiplied by 3 is 12, +12, and then this multiplied by this is going to give us our denominator of our fraction, which is 3 plus c. If you don't understand what I did here, leave your question in the comment section. Then I'm going to make it a goal to explain it. Now, this is going to be plus c. Then we close the bracket, close the big bracket. Area is equals to negative, open the big bracket, c minus, open bracket, 12 minus 8, or -8 plus 12, is going to give you 4. Then you're going to have 4 divided by 3, close bracket, plus c, close the big bracket. This area is going to be negative. And then here you're going to have your, it's not plus c, this negative multiplied by this positive is going to give you negative, meaning here our c is negative. Then you cancel the c, because when you, the sum of the positive and the very same negative value is going to give you 0. So here you cancel them out, and we're going to have -4 all over 3, close bracket. Our area will then be equals to +4 all over 3. So this 4 all over 3, it is the area. It is the area of this part. The area of this part of our graph. Hope you understand. And if you don't, please leave your questions and the comments and thoughts in the comment section. Please like the video, please subscribe the video and support. Thank you.